Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Read on.
And with thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
You're gonna be depressed because they just got took from you, and what else?
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
You ain't gonna have no power in your hands. No military might, no economic might to get them back. Even in slavery, we didn't have any might to say, hold on, that's my child, you can't do that. If you spoke up, you was getting killed, and they was still gonna take the child. As I'm reading, I can't think of an Arab that's going through this. I'm thinking about these, because that's the only history of that's happening. So read on.
Verse 33, the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
So it said the fruit that you got, right? Didn't we inhabit West Africa? It said, didn't we inhabit West Africa, South Africa? We did. That's what we, that's where they brought us from. We inhabited the land of Israel, because that's essentially where the Israelites are from. If I look at those places now, we don't really inhabit those lands like how we did before. It said another race is gonna eat up what you put down, for lack of better terms. Read that again.
The fruit of thy land.
The fruit meaning your crops, your increase, your vineyards, your gardens, your wells. Read.
And all thy labors.
And all your hard work that you put in for that land.
Shall a nation which thou knowest not.
Another race that you didn't even know about.
Eat up.
They gonna eat it all up, and they gonna take it from you.
Right.
Last time I checked, this land that we on right now is the Native Americans, the Mexicans.
Right, going on, man.
And look who walking up and down the land. It says, shall another nation eat up. They got all these buildings, they names on the buildings. Right. You go to South Africa right now, it look like this. Right. How the hell South Africa look like this? How the hell the land of Israel look like these? What is it? Look like these people right here. That it don't add up. It said another nation gonna eat up what you had. Last time I checked, it sounded like it's talking about the so-called Negro. Even in America, the cities and the stores that we did set up, Black Wall Street. Where's that at? You ever heard about Black Wall Street? What happened to that?
Destroyed.
It don't sound like we're reading about Japanese people. It sound like we're reading about us.
Right.
Now I'm gonna read you two more. Read 54. We got 54. Read verse 54.
Verse number 54. So that the land
Yeah, it's thirsty. Say.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. All right, read that.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 54.
Right.
So that the man that is tender among you.
Now this another. This is one of the biggest curses. Said the man that's tender among you. Read.
And very delicate.
Real cool with you.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
That same race, they're gonna have an evil eye toward one another, toward his own brother. You ever been in a situation where you walking down the street and it's a group of so-called black people walking the other way? You feel a little bit of tension. Got to kind of think about, okay, what might happen, what might pop off. You think the Chinese man, when you walk past another Chinese man, think you feeling that that tension? The white man, he not feeling that tension. No. The East Indians, they not doing that. They greet each other. They never met each other. They give each other a physical kiss on the cheek and keep it pushing. What else? We walk past one another. You gotta. It's three of you. There's three of them. You kind of game planning, kind of telling them, look, if somehow you got him or whatnot. That's what we do. God said a race that was once cool with one another, they're going to have an evil eye toward one another. He only speaking about the Israelites. Read on.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Toward his brother.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Domestic violence toward his own wife, his own woman. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children.
And his own children. Now, what is the black man known for doing to his children? As far as his presence in the household. Is he known for being in the house or not? So, absent. Did you grow up with your father in the house? So let's read that again from the top. Read it smooth.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you,
right,
and very delicate,
read on.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother,
right,
and toward the wife of his bosom,
read on,
and toward the remnant of his children.
Towards you, because he was a child at one point. Which what?
Which he shall lead.
What did God say?
Which he shall lead.
Left his children. God said the Israelite man is going to be known for leaving his children. To catch you up, brother, we speaking about the curses that God put upon the Israelites. And we identify who the Israelites are via the curses that God placed upon them. To catch you up, God said the Israelites will go through slavery and get their children taken away. God said the Israelites will be in the bottom of society in every city and be put in the fields.
Right.
Then he said the same Israelite man is going to be evil toward his own brother and leave his children.
Right.
So there's no one know those few points that we read. Who does it sound like the Israelites are in 2025, 2026? Sound like so-called black men.
Right.
Sound like the so-called Negro.
Right.
So the people of the book, we read about Moses, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel. All these was Negroes.
Right.
All these was your ancestors. It's Black History Month. They done told you for the 100th time about Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. But these other nations, they learning about the Greeks, the Romans. They going all the way back into history. They're going to BC times. You can't even get past 1619 AD.
Right.
That's only what, 400, just about 400 years ago. They going thousands of years back.
Right.
If it's all month, well, we can't really learn who we are. But again, if you find, it's the curses. You find out who you are. That's why the Christian church, that's why they don't read the Bible, but they teach with emotions. They don't, because they don't got the spirit. You know, and then, and a lot of them are not Israelites.
I was gonna ask you. No, not to cut you off.
Go ahead, brother.
What do y'all identify as Christian?
Well, Christian simply means to follow Christ. That's the word Christian means. So in that sense, we're a Christian because we follow the words of Christ. But we're not Christians with the religion Christianity. That's the difference right there. Christianity is a doctrine, man-made doctrine. Now, before we touch on that, I'm going to read you one more verse about the curses, right? Go to 68.
Verse number 68.
All right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So we caught you up, right? Going into the Israelites, who the hell they got to be if they identify with these curses? It's the last curse. God said to the Israelites, if they keep effing up, I'm going to send you back into Egypt. Now, if you're familiar with the Bible, you know Moses, he delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt.
Right.
With a high hand.
Right.
Split the sea.
Right.
Killed the firstborn.
Right.
We passed over the Red Sea. God, and this is right after that. Moses speaking to them in Deuteronomy. He said, if y'all mess up again, I'm going to send you back into Egypt. But the thing is, there's no account of the Israelites going back into the physical country Egypt as a whole, right, after they messed up 100 times. So we got to ask ourselves, if God said he's going to send us into slavery in Egypt, what Egypt is he speaking about?
That in the beginning of the book or the end of the book?
This is toward the end of the book of the law. So the Lord brought them out in the beginning. Well, this is in the beginning. This is Deuteronomy. So remember, they just brought them out of that happened in Exodus. It's 3 books later. He tell them, look, y'all keep messed up, I'm sending y'all back into Egypt. This before this before the whole revelation and all that popped off, scattering. It's in that same area. So read on. I'm gonna send you back into Egypt again. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again,
right,
with ships.
So he said, I'm gonna send you back into Egypt with ships. Now, ancient Egypt, we went in there and we were slaves in ancient Egypt. Remember, Moses said, let my what? Y'all know? Moses said,
over here supposed to be the land of the milk and honey, right?
You said what?
Coming over here supposed to be the land of the milk and honey, even after the fact we was brought over here. Like,
well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But God said that He's gonna lead the children of Israel back into Egypt by way of slave ship. The first Egypt, you didn't need no boat because the land is connected with Israel and Egypt. You don't need a boat. So the question is, what Egypt is he speaking about? He's speaking about America. Read that again. And as we read it, look at the signs, right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. I'm gonna bring you
into slavery again with ships. Egypt in the Bible represents slavery because Moses and the Israelites, they was in captivity.
Right.
Moses said, let my people go.
Right.
In order for you to say that, you have to be in bondage.
Right.
So after we got let go, because Pharaoh ended up letting us go. The Lord killed all this first when he let us go. So after that, he said, look, I'm gonna send you back, but this time it's gonna be on slave ships. He was speaking about America. No other race has went to slavery on way of slave ships except so-called black and Hispanics. He's speaking about the Israelite. He never said the African American. Yeah, we are the true Israelites, right, brother? Let's get up for the Most High. That's right. We are the true Israelites.
Everything y'all saying makes sense. Like I was already looking into that stuff. And
That's a spirit.
it makes sense. Like, if you think about it, no other races were slaves. No other race was sit right here on
And you know, the crazy thing is that, you know, we've been going to church for years. We've been learning under our parents, raised up in Christianity. We've never heard this in the Bible. Pastor never brought out, oh yeah, you know, by the way, all you Negroes in this church, y'all are God's chosen people. Never said, he never went to the verses, read it. But what he did do is pass around that collection plate.
Right.
He clapped his hand and he had the handkerchief and
Ham sandwiches.
making, yeah, he was having pork all in the church and making his voice all raspy, like he out of breath. Yes, Lord. Damn, brother, what's going on with your voice? It's like he needs some water.
Always gotta clean it.
Yeah, I always got a clear throat. He's always sweating. What you sweating for? You ain't moved yet. But according to the Bible, the main message is that we will be the Israelites. We got put into captivity and slavery for breaking and disobeying the words of God. In order for us to get out of captivity, we have to start back keeping and applying the commandments that God gave us. Right. Church will teach you that the commandments is done away with. So if they teach is done away with and you never keep it, how the hell we gonna come out of captivity? That's the psychological mindset of religion and propaganda and, you know, them so-called brainwashing. According to the Bible, y'all the real Jews. Now, in the 60s, in the 70s, what did they call us? What derogatory term did they call us? I'm asking you. In the 60s and the 70s, what derogatory term did they call us? Niggers, right? Now, what does the word nigger mean? Ever thought about that? Well, the word simply means black. Now, the reason I ask you that is because it's a term called, well, it's a term where people say history always repeats itself, right? I'm read you in the Bible. I'm gonna read you what the people of the Bible were called racially. You know what I want? Acts. Let's read this. So you said, I didn't say, you said that in the 60s they called us niggers, right? Let's see what they called us in the Bible.
This the book of Acts chapter 13 verse 1.
Right?
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon.
So in the synagogues and an assembly of the Jews, it was certain men that was prophets, certain men that was teachers.
Now you want to come back to Popeyes? I appreciate it.
I got one more verse for you, brother. All right, read on.
That was called nigger.
What were the Jews called?
That was called nigger.
What's in the Bible?
That was called
It's
nigger.
in the Bible, brother. The Jews was called niggers. You said they called us niggers. That's what they called us.
Yep.
You see it?
Yep.
That was called niggers.
The older Bibles like the Greek ones though.
No, I'm talking about the one that's in your pastor church, the King James. That's in that Bible. The one that they never read.
Never read.
The one that's in the back of that damn, bench. Well, King James, he never made the Bible.
No, how far back was his version when he made his book?
That was 16. Yeah, he didn't make his version, but he authorized the translation in 1611. And by the way, King James was black, so a brother. Yeah, you know that? I'll pray. Oh, you see, you know, all right, brother. So, did you get a flyer yet? Did you get a flyer yet? Did you get a flyer yet? A flyer? See if the elder gave him a flyer. Yeah, the elder right there. All right, so brother, again, we the Jews, we the Israelites. Just read that they was called niggas in the Bible, so
That's the King James version.
that's the King James version, and the other translations that say, you know, similar things.
King James version.
The word nigger goes back to the Latin word, which means black.
Called that for like maybe, I don't know, more than that's 1600s. King James version from 1600s.
Well, King James from the 1600s, but that happened during the time of the Roman Empire.
I mean, we've been called niggas for some hundreds of years.
That's right. And the people that called them that was the Romans, which are white people. So the white man, only during the time of Rome, still calling the black man nigger.
Different languages too.
Yep, in Latin he said nigger. You know, they had that hard R, brothers. You know, yeah, negro. Yeah, they say that in the Spanish. Yeah, it all mean black.
Right.
That's all it mean is black. So the point of the matter is that you are the people of the book. And I know you said earlier, you think that you feel like that, but our job is to get you to know 100% that the things that we read, it can't be talking about nobody else but us.
We start identifying dead likely we'll start actually living.
Right, because then you'll start relating to the people of the book. Because now you see y'all got common situations. Why? Because you are the people of the book. It's not just, oh, that's a coincidence. They want to slave on slave ships, so that's a coincidence.
So what you think that's the next best thing to be doing? What would you suggest?
Well, I would suggest that we come back to God's laws. Because you know you Israel, right? Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. I'm going to tell you what God suggests, right? Tell you what God suggests. Give me Proverbs 7 and 2.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
All right, brothers.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Get that again from the top. Now watch this, brother.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Right.
And now Israel.
Now who?
And now Israel.
So it said now Israel. Because after we went through all that, now you understand that you Israel, right? You're not a black man.
Right.
You're not an African American, a nigga.
Right.
Sandboat monkey.
YN.
God's white. That's the worst one. YN. So God said, and now Israel. Right. Read.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
This is God's requirements now that you know that you Israel. See, guys, he got the switch for everything. Before you even ask, already in the Bible.
Right.
So read on now. All right, read on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Fear God.
To walk in all his ways.
Right.
And to love him.
Right.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So loving him, serving him, walking in his ways, that's all summed up in what he's saying right here. Read on. That's all summed up in this.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
How do I love God?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
You have to keep the commandments of the Lord. And the Bible, that's over 600 commandments.
Right.
Church told you it was how many? 10. Why the hell they lie? They just lie. Here it is, over 600. You just say it's 10. Why you gotta say it's 10? Remember, these commandments
that was the short part of it, but that's because people sometimes don't go back into the Bible. I didn't even just think about going into the Bible when I did read it. Say it was like over 100, like 600 something.
Right.
I didn't even think to go back that far too.
But guess what? That's because you are a student. It's the pastor's job to be able to teach you that. But if they teach you it's 10, you're gonna trust the teacher and say it was 10. So these men that set themselves up to profane themselves as holy men, look, they all liars. It's over 600 now. We all know about the 10 commandments, or majority of the 10 commandments. Right. So I'm gonna read you something that's outside the 10 that we have to apply as a people to this day in 2026. Right. That this world and church would tell you that you don't need to keep. I don't bring out any commandments y'all want.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 8.
Bring it out.
And the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you.
So one of the commandments outside the 10 that we have to keep to this day is not eating swine. You know what swine is? We got some small tissue. Okay.
I know I'm trying to stay away from it, but I hate, like, I had 2 pieces of my sandwich earlier. One of them, like, I can just rip it off. The other one would have ripped my cheese up. So I just hate it.
Oh, you talking about the pork? No, read it again. So, here. Damn joyriding on the Sabbath day. No, yeah, read that.
Right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 8.
Right.
And the swine,
and the pork,
because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you.
So God said that the pig, the pork, is unclean unto us. Read on.
Ye shall not eat of their flesh.
What did God say?
Ye shall not eat of their flesh.
Is that again?
Ye shall not eat of their flesh.
God said you cannot eat the pork and its flesh. Right. Now, why do you think God said that? No, God, he say everything for a reason. Why do you think he said don't eat the pork? What's wrong with the pork? The pig. It's genetic makeup.
It's unclean.
It's an unclean animal. That's as simple as that. They don't digest food correctly.
Right.
It has one stomach, which means all those toxins that it eat, all those that bacteria in that one, they don't sweat.
Right.
They don't get any sweat glands, so all them toxins they stay in.
Right.
I mean, they eat anything walking, anything moving. Even if it's not walking, they'll eat it. If you was laying down for too long and a pig came by and sniffed you, you weren't moving, it would eat you. The cartel said they get rid of bodies by feeding it to the swine, to the pig. So after all that pig you eating, right? God knows what you eat. You probably eating people. You probably eating, feces. They eat everything. Notice how when you look at farms, you don't never see pigs eating no damn grass, no nothing green. They feeding them the flop out of the bottom of the barrel, and all that is going into your body. And then guess what Negroes deal with? High blood pressure, gout, arthritis, diabetes. Why is that? Because it's the foods that we eat. You go to that doctor tell you what? Stop eating meat. You say what type of meat? First thing they say is the pork.
That's the first thing they say.
And what did God say? Don't eat the pork. He said that 4,000 years ago. Negroes still don't want to listen. Wonder around your neck getting swollen. You know, your foot, damn, feel like you need to be amputated because you can't move it, and you got to stick that little pin in your pinky for your blood pressure.
Ouch.
You got to stay away from all this other stuff because the pork done jammed you up.
Right.
So,
Next one after that.
you said what?
What's the next one after that?
We won't read it for you. But one, are you willing to put down the pork for God?
I can barely eat it at all. Like,
All praise to the Most High. That's good. That's beautiful.
barely really eat this shit. Like,
Now, we got to go from barely, rarely eating it to never, ever eating it.
Wiping it out your life.
that ain't the most important though. Like, what's after that? Of course, it's to keep the temple clean so we can be
Exactly.
like, I guess, in tune with, everything that we actually supposed to be in tune with. Like,
Right.
healthy, of course, that's would probably be number one. Like, it probably would be
It's multiple reasons why.
number one.
All right, so we're gonna read the next one that you can't eat. Read on.
Verse 9, these ye shall eat of all that are in the waters, all that have fins and scales shall ye eat.
So even out the waters, if it has fins and scales, God said it's a green light. You can eat it.
Right.
Now let's see if it don't got fins and scales. Read.
And whatsoever have not fins and scales, ye may not eat.
If it don't got fins and scales, you can't deal with it. You can't eat it
Right.
at all.
Right.
Now, what's something that the black community love to eat out the waters that don't got fins and scales? Name some. Yep. Crab, shrimp, lobster, oysters.
Lamb.
Yep. You know what's crazy too, bro? That's how you know America doesn't really serve God, because all those that you name, they're known as bottom feeders. Those same bottom feeders, America propagates as bougie, delicacy,
Rich.
rich. You kind of gotta be classy, and you gotta have your tuxedo on, and you gotta put that napkin on your lap and tuck it in. God said that's some bull stuff, BS. God said that's BS. But so here it is, America, who claim to be a Christian country, everybody in the church and everybody want to serve white Jesus. They saying you can eat anything you want. God said no.
Right.
So now it's coming to the point, okay, who the hell do we believe? Do we believe man or do we believe God? For some reason, if you look up on the internet right now, the health benefits of shrimp, crab, and lobster, they'll pop up health benefits. God said ain't no damn health benefits when it comes to those. Because those same things that the pigs do, see that you gotta kind of gotta watch out for these. So the same things that the pigs do, brother, those bottom feeders do the exact same things. They clean up the oceans and the waters, and you putting that toxins that they eat up to keep it clean in your body. You going back to the doctor for gout and all type of madness. Right. So we're gonna stick dealing with the law and the commandments. So that's two right there.
Get to the point where it's just like we identify who we are, what we're
Right.
supposed to be doing, commandments.
Right.
We can get a lot of people to just like that. We'll live better here.
Well,
We
not
like
just
to live better here, or
not just even live. Now we'll live better for sure. But the thing is, once you come back to the
you
law,
ever say we'll become up out of these curses? Though?
right? We will. But it starts with you first and foremost. Start with me first and foremost. Starts with us individually, and then we get our nation to do it.
Right.
Now, it's not just, okay, if I can do it, myself, then God's going to raise me up myself. No, it's collective as a whole.
Right.
Now, with that is promises set up. Once the Israelites start coming back, In keeping the laws and the commandments, God has promises set up and rewards. So we will live better. And that reward is known as the kingdom of heaven. Right. The kingdom of heaven is not in the sky after you die. You don't gotta die to go up and see a white man with Jesus and white angels and naked angels everywhere. No, kingdom of heaven is on earth.
Right.
The kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites.
Right.
In order to get the kingdom, you gotta be saved.
Did he say it was only for the Israelites?
Salvation is only for the Israelites. Right. I'm gonna show you that real quick. Right, quick verse, Matthew 15:24.
Verse, identify that in the Bible too.
Yeah, give me Hebrews 8 and 8.
This is the book of Matthew 15 and verse 24.
Right, well, hold on. Well, we bringing out a lot of points. I want to say with your first point first. Now, the laws that we read, you're going to keep those laws, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense. They're easy laws.
Yeah, right.
Now, before we go to showing who salvation is for and showing the curses, I'm going to read you one more law just so we can stay on track. Because in order to even attain these, you got to know the law and apply the law.
Right.
So I'm gonna answer those other questions, but we're gonna read through these two laws, then we're gonna touch on your next question. So let's go to Leviticus 19:17 or 19:26.
Book of Leviticus 19, verse number 26.
All right.
Get out.
And it reads, ye shall not eat anything with the blood.
All right.
Neither shall you use enchantment nor observe time.
So God is not dealing with witchcraft, horoscopes, palm reading, tarot cards.
Right.
God said no observing times, no witchcraft, none of that.
Right.
That's a sin.
Right.
Are you identifying with Pisces and Libra, and that's what you call observing the times,
Right.
going into astrology.
Right.
Our astrology, when you serve and worship God's constellations and the stars, you apply it to yourself. Or the stars ain't lined up like this, so I gotta be a Cancer, and I can't mingle with a Libra. Next thing you know, you missing your soulmate, because you.
I want to say divination, but it's not. It's the Bible.
Oh, it is that there's divination too. It's a part of that. Yeah, it's that too. So read on. So do you deal with that horoscopes and with Pisces or Libra and all that?
I believe in some of it. I find it curious. I'm curious about it. I find it a little interesting, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a sin. That's a sin, right? I'm gonna say straight. That's a sin,
right.
Because what that goes back to, that's why it's good to learn the origins of these different things. What that goes back to is Babylonian astronomy worship or astrology worship. So what the ancient Babylonians would do, they would look at the stars, right. And God, constellations are real. God makes certain movements or certain designs with the stars. But what they did was they took those constellations and they applied that spirit unto them, and they said, the creator, that's not my God, but the creation of that star, that's my God, and I'm gonna apply that to my emotions. So that's why when the stars are right there and that time of month, I feel this way. I'm sad. Oh, that's my personality. I'm mad. Right. That's why they say, oh, well, you a Libra. Oh, that means you like food and you like this and they hard to deal with. It's just random madness that they say. Right. That's not real. Right. That's all. Again, I go back to the other nations, Babylonians, the ancient Hamites. That's not us. Right. We serve the creation, or the creature, not the creation. That's the difference. So next time that thought pop in your mind, or next time a woman come up to you, she asks your sign, look, respectfully, that I don't believe in that. Right. I serve the Most High, A, B, and C. Right. You just say straight out, I don't believe in it. Right. Keep it plain. So read on.
Verse number 27.
Right.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head.
Another easy commandment. Don't make yourself bald. If you go bald naturally, that's right. That's cool. But God is not dealing with you physically making yourself bald. Read.
Right. Neither shall ye mar the corners of thy beard.
It's a commandment for a man to grow his beard out. Mar, meaning to cut into the natural lining. So let's see how I got this. If I wanted to have a chin strap, that would be a sin, because I'm marring the natural line of it. Now, why do you think God has a commandment in the Bible such as a man having a beard and hair on his head? Why do you think God would want his children to do that?
That's like tampering with having this your reflection that you are of God. Tampering with it.
Yeah.
The reflection that you are. Be what you are.
That's right.
denomination. Wow.
See that?
But
So we didn't keep the law. Read on.
and when the Lord raised up judges, then the Lord was with the judge and delivered them
Right.
out of the hand of their enemies
Read on.
all the days of the judge. For it repented the Lord because of their groaning, by reason of them that oppressed them and vexed them.
Read on.
And it came to pass then their
The Lord raised up judges, and we listened, and He delivered us. Those judges, they end up dying, old age or whatever. We ran right back into sin. And what did God do? He sent those nations right back upon us to oppress us again.
Right.
You know?
and following other gods to serve them and to bow down unto them. They cease not from their own doing.
That's it on that. So what God did was He would deliver us out of situations after He raised up judges. But then after we sinned, He will send the enemy upon us to oppress us, so we can understand nobody can get us out of the situation except God.
Right.
If we want God to deliver us, we have to come back and obey His laws and His commandments. Let me read you one more. Give me Proverbs 72.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse number 2.
Right, and read
No. Keep my commandments and live.
what the Lord say.
Keep my commandments and live.
So God said, keep my commandments and live. Read,
And my law as the apple of thine eye.
read.
Bind them upon thy fingers. Write them upon the table of thine heart.
That's it on that. So that's why God said, keep the law, keep the commandments, and live. If you don't keep the law, you what? You die.
Right.
And how do you die? By God sending other nations and your country and your face, oppressing you, rape, robbing, and murdering you, all because you sinned against God. That's actually one of the curses that we read earlier in Deuteronomy 28. God said He will send, let's get that real quick, 28 and 65. God said He will send a nation from far against you. He didn't say, oh, they just came out of nowhere. No, God sent them on us.
Right.
Because we disobeyed Him. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 65,
Right?
verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Well, it's really 48.
40. Yeah, 48. Slide. Yep.
Yeah, 49.
Well, yeah. Well, read 64 first.
Right, verse
Give me,
64.
40,
And the Lord shall scatter
20,
thee among
46.
all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So God said He's going to scatter us. He didn't say the other nations going to do it. He used them to do it. So just like with slavery, right? Now you would think, okay, the white man, he took us from Africa to America, right? God said, yeah, He did it, but I'm the one that really did it. I put that spirit on him to do it because y'all kept going off.
Yeah, Pharaoh when he hardened his heart.
Exactly. It's exactly like that. Read on.
And there shalt thou serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Now bring that up. It's going to be the last point, and then we're going to touch on your other question.
Verse 45.
46.
There's Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46. And they shall
Oh,
be
yeah,
upon
49.
49.
The water.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
So it said God is going to bring another nation against you from far. Read.
From far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So just like how an eagle fly from one end to the other for its prey, and swoop down from the mountains and catch that prey, God said, that's how I'm going to send these other nations. I'm going to send them against you. They're going to oppress you because you keep going off.
Right.
So that you exactly right. That's why the so-called white man is sent against us, because God is using them as a whooping stick.
Right.
Now, you had another question on salvation.
Yeah, like is it all nations?
Yeah, you said, can all nations be saved?
Reversing the curses.
Yeah, so reversing the curse and can all nations be saved? Let's go all nations first. Luke 168. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, Hebrews 8. You can read that too. Yeah, you can read that too.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verse 8.
Right? That's how I am too.
For finding fault with them, he said, behold,
Slug it. Read Luke first. Read Luke first. And then we're gonna go to that. Read Luke first.
Young men, right? That time is, hold on, let me make sure. Okay. that time is kind of flies, speeding up, and it's doing that for a reason. So hold on, real quick. Let me grab this. I think it's on. Yeah, is the light on? Okay, all praise. So what we come out here to do is to tell our people that hey, out of the 18 nations that God created, when you read this Bible, you read about these 18 nations in Genesis the 10th chapter. And out of those 18 nations, he chose one nation for himself. He said, "You're my chosen. I'm gonna give you guys my laws, my statutes, and my commandments, and I'm gonna show you who those people are." Watch this. The book of Isaiah. You know what? That's right. It's the Israelites. It's the Israelites. But who are the Israelites today? That's the question. Are they the Israelis over there and the Jewish man? No. That's identity theft. That's all that is. You understand? Like, do you ever understand like why it's a problem when somebody like Kanye say, "Oh, we the Jews. They took $400 million from the man. Now they dubbed the man as crazy." He always been a little, sporadic. But now they dubbing the man as crazy. Kyrie didn't even say nothing. He just posted something on his Instagram from Hebrews to Negroes. It made him apologize. Made him pay a $50,000 fine. Now you can say you're Arab. You can say you're a Muslim, right? You can say you're a Baptist, Pentecostal, Jehovah's Witness. But why wouldn't you say you're an Israelite? They panic. Let me show y'all something real quick. This is Genesis. Watch this. This is our forefather. This is who we come from. God's chosen people. This is Genesis 32 and verse 27. This is our forefather Jacob. He wrestled an angel, right? And he told the angel said, "Let me go." He said, "Give me a blessing," right? So I'm going to start at verse 27. Yeah, it says, and he said unto him, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Jacob." And he said, "Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel." Okay, he said, "Isaac called you Jacob, but I'm going to call you Israel." And in the next sentence, it tells you what Israel means. It says, "For as a prince has thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed." Calling yourself an Israelite, power comes with that. So when we call ourselves black, there's no power come with that. African American, there's no power that comes with that. African American is a term that came out in 1986. You can Google it. I was born in 1966. How am I older than my nationality? Makes no sense. Black is just the color of the crayon box. That's not a nationality. You understand? There's no land called black. There's no language called black. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing. Negro, colored, so on and so. And why do our nationality keep changing? Because they understand the power that comes with knowing who you are. So as long as you don't know who you are, and they keep you in sin, as long as you're in sin and you don't know who you are, you don't know who your God is, this kingdom of theirs can continue to rule. They know that. They understand it. Let me show you this right quick. Let me show you what they know real quick. Let me show you what and I ain't talking about people like Donald Trump. He's a part of it, but it's really the main people like the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, the people who really rule the world, rule this earth. It says, this is Psalms 83. Watch this. It says, "Keep not thou silent, O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God." That's us crying out to the Most High God. "For lo, thine enemies, the enemies of God, make a tumult. Tumult is an angry gathering. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head." The people that hate God, because he chose you, they lifted up the head. They real proud. Right now, they put a lot of stuff in our face, right in our face. He says, it says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones." We're the hidden ones because nobody on the earth really truly knows who the true Israelites are. You understand? Even the Israelis. It's gonna come a time where they're gonna they're gonna go to their leaders and be like, "Y'all lied to us all this time. We thought we was the people." You understand? And that's prophesied in the Bible. But let me keep going. Here's the point. Verse 4, it says, "For they have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Mission accomplished. And guess what? It's going to name you who these people are. It says, for they consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The one thing they agree upon, like they war with each other right now. The Arabs and the white man warring against each other over there in Israel. You understand? But the one thing they all agree upon, all the other nations, we can't let them know who they are. You understand? Because this kingdom of theirs that's why it's collapsing right before your eyes. Slowly collapse. Why? Because of this. We're stirring up the spirits. We're waking up the people. A lot of our people are coming out of the church. A lot of our people are coming out of Islam. You understand? Because that's another stronghold on our people. That's an Arab religion. It's for the Arabs. It has nothing to do with God's people. The first commandment is, thou shalt have no other God before me. That's the first commandment that you read in the Bible. Anytime you close your eyes, because I've been doing it, I'm 60. I've been doing it for 56 years. Closing my eyes, praying to a white Jesus. You understand? Putting another God before the God of the Bible. It tells you what God looks like. Y'all know that? Y'all know that is in the Bible, what he looks like? Okay, I got to get that for you. Matter of fact, that's that's a little weightier.
Yeah, because we just kind of first.
Okay, y'all. Okay. Let me get that for y'all before y'all go. So the most important thing that I want y'all to take from this conversation is that I want y'all to start looking into the fact that we're God's chosen people. They know who we are. They understand that as soon as we turn back to God and start keeping His commandments, like black on black crime, all that's in the Bible. All that's in the Bible, man. These curses let you know who the Israelites are today. But let me get y'all Christ in the Bible real quick. That's the spirit got me all over the place, man. It says this is Revelations. This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. And it's been in the Bible for hundreds and hundreds of years. But we couldn't teach this. And the pastors to this day, a lot of them don't teach this. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool, right? As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Woolly hair. Who has woolly hair on this planet? See that? You understand that? That's why that's in there. This Bible is written with dark sayings, similitudes, parables for a reason. It says, let me keep reading. It says, at his feet. Now, John the Revelator is looking at Christ's feet. Christ got on sandals. He said, at his feet, like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brown. It's a derivative of brown, like a penny. Watch how brown it is, though. As if they burned in a furnace. He was so dark. He like Wesley Snipes. You know what I mean? You understand? That's how dark Christ was. Because the top of your feet is the same color as the rest of your body. You don't have dark feet and white legs and red thighs. That's confusing. You understand? This is what they teach. You understand? This is what they put out there. So we've been taught the Bible hundreds and hundreds. We've been taught nothing but lies. But now the truth is coming back, stirring up the spirits of God's chosen people. When you read this Bible, every time God's chosen people kept his commandments, they were above everybody. We're not supposed to be equal to nobody. We're not supposed to be working for nobody. We're not supposed to be paying taxes to nobody. You understand? We're God's chosen people. But what happened? We won't keep the commandments. We want to do what all the other nations are doing. And God said, okay, you don't want to serve me? Then serve them. You understand? So what you're going to learn is whenever we keep the commandments, we're above everybody. But when we break them, we're below. Now, to know who the Israelites are today in 2026, you got to go to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You're going to read the blessings if we keep the commandments, and then you're going to read the curses if we break the commandments. And when you read the curses, there's no other nation. You can't squeeze another nation in these curses. You understand? This is how you're going to know who those people are today. You understand? And it's so many other precepts in this Bible that could show you who God's chosen people are too. But that's the main place where we want you to go. God told Moses to what? When we were slaves in Egypt, the Israelites. God told Moses, tell Pharaoh to let my people go. He didn't say let everybody go. You understand? So, hey, he split the sea for us. You know about that, right? Yeah. See, because I could tell you got a little. You've been kind of watching a little bit here.
My dad said his church. My granddad's pastor.
Yeah, so they know these accounts. They know these accounts. But what they got to understand is that these accounts are for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm just talking about in the Americas. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Let me show you. Let me show y'all. I know y'all got to go, man. I know y'all got to go. Let me show y'all these two curses, man, to show you who we are. I got to show you this. First of all, because I couldn't figure out when I was y'all age, like how do they rule over us? Why are we at the bottom? You understand? We're stronger, we're smarter, we invent everything. I couldn't figure that out. I said, damn, why do they own everything and we oppressed? You understand what I'm saying? Massively incarcerated, killing each other. Why? It's all in the Bible. It says, this is Deuteronomy 28:15. It says, but this is Moses talking to the Israelites only. He says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Now I'm going to read two curses. Because this is another curse. I asked my cousin about 20 years ago. I said, man, why everybody got a gun? When I go back to visit the hood, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, damn, why everybody got a gun? He said, cuz can't nobody trust nobody. I said, damn, and I was thinking that's a messed up way to live. But let me show you that. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate. Used to be a time we say, hey, brother, how you doing? How your family? Y'all good? Y'all need anything? It says, his eye shall be evil to his brother. Now we mean mug each other for no reason. This is what a curse, this is one of the curses that's going to be put on God's chosen people in the last days. It says, his eye shall be evil. His eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom. We at the top of the charts of domestic violence. You understand? Everybody do it, but we at the top of the charts. We're gonna be at the top of the charts of everything that's horrible. It says, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. We at the top of the charts of single parent households. No men in the house. You might know your father, but he got a whole nother family over there. You understand? We at the top of these charts. That's one curse. That you can't squeeze another nation. The white man, the Chinese man, the Arab, they got their family structure. You understand? The woman know her place. You understand? In their households. It says, let me get this last one. This is the last one out. How do we get over here to America? Slavery on which way with transportation?
That Mayflower, wasn't it
That
called?
boat. That's right. It's the Mayflower. It's the boat. Now, the Mayflower, yeah, the Mayflower. But anyway, this is the last curse. When you read these curses, there's more things in these curses. Sons and daughters split apart. Oh yeah, all of that. But this is the last curse that Moses said would happen to us. And Moses wrote this over 3,000 years ago. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. What did I say we were doing in Egypt? The Israelites under Pharaoh, they were what? They were slaves. They were slaves. So he said, the Lord gonna bring you into Egypt again, meaning slavery again. Now there's precepts that I can show you that Egypt is synonymous with slavery and bondage, okay? It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. This time, because we walked into Egypt and we walked out of Egypt. There's no account in this Bible where we took a ship to Egypt. Egypt is synonymous also with this place, America. He says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. You'll never see your homeland, Israel, again, ever, as a nation, altogether. He says, and there ye shall be sold. He said, when you get off those slave ships, you shall be sold to your enemies. Who we sold to when we got off the slave ships? What people? What people? What race of people? You know, whites. That's right. But the Lord called them your enemies. He said, there you shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, slave men and slave women, and no man shall buy you, meaning nobody is going to be able to redeem us out of this last captivity. This is our last captivity according to the Bible. This is our last one. That's why we got their last names. This is our last captivity. The only person that's going to free us out of this captivity is Christ when he returns. But Christ ain't coming back to save no African Americans. You understand? Our forefathers don't know what that is. You understand? He's coming back to save Israelites. He wants you to turn back to him. Start keeping the commandments. Keep the Sabbath days. Stay away from pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You understand? You got to stay away from that. He been doing it. Oh, he don't want to do it. You be doing it fast? What you mean? No drinking, no eating?
No drinking, no eating till like a certain time.
All praises, man. That's good. That's biblical for God's chosen people. That's why, because we eat these defiled foods, shrimp, crab, those are bottom feeds. They were designed to keep the water clean. But the white man that brung it about the water, talking about it's a delicacy. The pork was designed to keep the earth clean. You understand? That pork, that pig, he'll eat boo-boo. He'll eat anything. He eats anything. You understand? You understand? That's why we at the top of the charts when it comes to gout, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, mental illness. You understand? Because we won't keep God's commandments. You understand? We got to keep the commandments. We got to turn back to learn, okay, what are the commandments? It's more than 10. The dietary law that I just read to y'all, that's not in the 10 commandments. You understand? It's more than 10. If you can grow a beard when y'all get to that age, that's a commandment, right? Hey, and it's a lot of things that we got to know. But look, let me give y'all brothers a flyer. I know y'all brothers say y'all got to get out of here, but yeah. So what we doing is we should have a school by the beginning of the summer, Lord willing. Okay, well y'all can come and learn more. Okay, but if y'all got any questions, y'all can reach out to the social media. And that QR code, all the YouTubes will pop up. Grab a Bible. Go get Grandma Bible. Blow the dust off of it, right? Because they ain't learning nothing in church, man. I hate to put it like that because I know they trying and they just didn't know better because I didn't know better.
I just know how my church sees it. So.
I didn't know better. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what this Bible says and who this Bible is talking to, but it all made sense. When I heard it, I said, now, wait, that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense. I couldn't figure it out until I started. I wasn't taught the Bible. I started reading alone. So that's the same thing what I'm telling you brothers out here today. Don't take my word for it. Go and start reading. But you got to be taught by your brothers. That's why you got to go to the YouTube channel. And when a brother say something, like you hear a brother say something, answering the question, dealing with somebody, pause it. Go to that verse. When the brother called out, give me the book of such and such and such. You understand? Go to that verse and read along. And it's going. And then when you start keeping the commandments, what'll happen is because I read the Bible before I came into the truth, but I got like a vague understanding. But when you start to keep the commandments of God, start to keep the Sabbath day holy. Y'all know when the Sabbath day is? You don't. Oh, it's okay. All praises. For sake of time, I'm just going to tell you. It's from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. You know, Exodus 20 and 8 and various other places. You can read Exodus 31st chapter. You can read about how to keep the Sabbath day. The Lord say on the Sabbath day, 6 days, I'm going to give you 6 days. Take care of all your business. But the seventh day belongs to me. It's the seventh day of the week. Now, what's the seventh day of the week? No. Right. Sunday is the first day. Saturday. So when the sun go down on Friday, that's the beginning of the Sabbath day. Now, on the Sabbath day, there's no buying. Can't be buying nothing. Can't spend no money. No buying, no selling, no cooking. Can't cook nothing. You got to cook everything the day before. Or, like me and my wife, I might eat some cereal in the morning, tomorrow morning. Might eat a turkey sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But then when the sun go down tomorrow, then I could buy. We'll kind of get together, congregate, go get something to eat or go to a brother's house. You know what I'm saying? And kind of chop it up a little bit. So it's things like that. Because we didn't keep these commandments, that's what you got to understand. That's the reason. See, that's why they got pork in everything. They know that's a sin. Sin is not if I cut somebody off in traffic and my conscience bothering me. That's not sin. Sin is breaking God's laws. And that's you can read about that in 1 John 5 and 3. I'm just saying them for see, we don't like to speak from we like to open up the book. You understand what I'm saying? We don't like talking from here. We want our people to understand that this Bible is the truth and it was preserved for us. You understand? The Lord preserved his word. You understand? See, we came over here and we couldn't speak this language. So they took advantage. They took advantage of the book. They made the book like it was theirs. You understand? Like it was their book, but it's not. So these commandments, once you start trying to keep them to the best of your ability, then when you start reading the Bible, you're gonna start seeing things. The Lord gonna come sup with you. That's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, and when you jumping around, that's demonic. You understand? Them demons, them spirits, them spirits on the left-hand side. When you got the Holy Spirit, you're gonna be able to come out here, teach. You're gonna be able to understand what you're reading. You understand? You're gonna understand, oh, the trees is talking about people right here. Oh, the water is talking about nations right here. You're gonna understand these different things. Like I said, this Bible was written on a complicated level for a reason. And I can show you all that, but I know y'all got to go. You know what? Man, listen, man. This is why we come out here, man. How old are you? How old are you? Man, the Lord. Let me tell you something. The brother that's teaching, he's one of the leaders of this camp. I think he's 20. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is putting the spirit on you young brothers, man.
But did Jesus start 13?
Yeah. You see that? Hey, we had kings. You know, King Josiah was like 7, 8 years old. But here's the thing, man. The Lord has put the spirit on you young brothers, man, to come and wake up his people. Look around, you see what's going on. Kind of pay attention to the news a little bit.
I believe I got one more nugget for you that I know.
Go ahead. What?
It's because God started his work at 13. That's why all our sins is on our parents till we turn 13. Because if I can get serious and do what I'm supposed to do at 13, so can you.
That's right, brother. That's right, brother. They never too late. Hey, I was 56 when things turned around for me. As far as learning the truth of this Bible. And it's all this. Listen, the fact that y'all stopped right here, that's all of the Most High God. He directed y'all steps up here. You understand? To hear this truth. And look into it. Look into it. We're the Israelites. You understand? We're not black, African American, Negro, color. My birth certificate say Negro. We got at least 5 nationalities. You understand? Why? They know who you are. They know the power that comes with saying you're an Israelite. That's why when Kanye did it, Kanye got 20 million followers. They like, whoa, 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 whoa. We can't have them waking up at this alarming rate. We got to discipline him. Okay. That's the spirit, man. I can't help it, man. Love you, brothers, man. Y'all brothers be safe, man. Man. I think I got some footage. I think so. I held it down. The light came on, but I was over there longer than 3 minutes, so it probably went out, right?
Well, that's the
Hey, Shalom, King. All right. Hi, Casey. Hey, how y'all doing, family? Y'all got a couple of minutes for the words of the Lord, brother? Take a flyer with you, brother. Hey, we the Israelites. We got to repent. Hey, how y'all brothers doing, man? Y'all got a couple of minutes for the words of the Lord, brothers?
You can eat it, but you should. That's true. You can eat it. That's your free will to do that, but you should.
Ain't no such thing as free will, brother.
Why it's not?
Why it's not? That's good Proverbs. Matter of fact, let's get Proverbs 16, verse 9. All right, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9. All right, what you got? You went back to the commandments?
I ate
You
something
gonna
earlier.
bring it?
I do. It was the reason why, because I was getting too heavy to like spirituality, but felt like connected with the source, right? And I heard, yeah, the pigs is not good to eat, and that's why I fell back from it. I even fell back from eating a lot of meat in general. I might stick it to mainly fish, if anything. I don't even eat like chicken, but like I say, I still did it, although I knew like the first slice, like, you know what, it's 2 slices, I don't supposed to eat this, it's bad.
Yeah, we gonna break it down to you.
I still did it
You know what I'm
because I'm just being lazy.
Let me get Proverbs 16.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way.
See, a man's heart devises his way, because a man in his mind may think he can do whatever he want to do. You know, he wake up, eat, run outside. He may think all those things he wants to do, but what?
But the Lord directeth his steps.
The Lord is what direct your steps.
Right.
Do you think you actually want to come here and stop to us? What you was doing before you even stopped by us?
No, I definitely wasn't thinking about stopping here until I got close enough to see y'all, but
Yeah, that lets you know that the Lord is what directs your thoughts. Right. He directs your path. He the ones that control you. Yeah. Everybody thinks that they can do what they want to do, but literally the Lord is to send a spirit down, an angel, and control your ways, man. Right. So let me get Proverbs 20:24.
That's Proverbs 20 and verse number 24. You know? And it reads, hey, it's like a man's goings are of the Lord.
Right, a man's goings are of the Lord, because the Lord told you, let me get Deuteronomy 30 and verse 19. Because the Lord he told you what way you should take. And if you don't take that way, which are keeping the commandments, what? Read that again.
Man's goings are of the Lord.
So since you want to go left,
the Lord gonna have you to go left because he already told you that the right way you should be taking is keeping the commandments. Keep reading.
How then can a man understand his own way?
Right, how then can you understand your way? Because a lot of people don't understand their ways is because they're not keeping the commandments, right? But if you keep the commandments, you will understand your way because you letting God direct you and not you direct yourself. We don't know how to really take care of ourselves as a people. This is why we have to go to the book. Let's go to Deuteronomy 4 real quick and bring out Deuteronomy 30.
Just the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 19.
Deuteronomy 4.
I call heaven and
5.
earth to record this day against you.
Read that again.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Right.
That I have set before you life and death.
The Lord set before us life and death. You know, a man would tell you, you know, hey man, be a GD or be this and that. Man, F that woman, go and this and that. But he not gonna tell you the pros and cons. And actually tell you, hey, this the way you should choose. Right? Read.
Blessing and cursing.
It say what?
Blessing and cursing.
Right, blessings and cursings. The brother brought out the blessings and the cursings. If you keep his commandments, if not. Right, read.
Therefore, choose life.
What the Lord say?
Therefore, choose life.
Right, you got an opportunity to choose life. The Lord already chose you, so it's, I mean, you might as well just push that button. Lord, I would like to do that. If not, a man's going to the Lord. He's going to give you what you desire. Whatever you desire this truth. You desire to know the name of your Lord. You know what God looks like. You know how the Most High look.
Yeah, little bits and pieces from reading the book.
Little bits and pieces reading the book. Let's get Daniel chapter 7 verse 9. Now, as we gonna go to that, I got another question for you. Right? Can you eat crab, lobster, shrimp? Can you eat that according to God?
According to God, you shouldn't.
According to God, you shouldn't.
God, you shouldn't. Like you say, he direct your path. He's gonna let you do what you want to do, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
So are you, what about y'all?
Yeah, are you gonna eat it?
I don't.
So, just with the pig, are you gonna eat it?
No.
Why?
I'm not gonna eat it. Because I know I shouldn't. I feel like I don't feel like eating meat is really bad for us, but in reality, he said we're good to eat the fish and stuff like that, but I still feel like majority of all that is really bad for us. I just keep it to that level where dabbling with some of it, like the fish at least. Maybe like I backpedal with the
I understand.
It's early one bacon strip.
Yeah.
In reality though, I feel like all of the meat is really just kind of like a last resort like kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just that's your preference, but the Lord made clean and unclean. Right? If the Lord tell you you can eat this, he's not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Because he made it. He created himself. It's a reason why he told you don't eat the pig, because he created it. Right. You know, look at the results of our people eating pork. Look at the results of our people eating catfish and, you know, frogs and
Everything a profit, nigga. I know bitch like toxic, nigga. Grow up without an option, nigga.
look at this. That's the life you want to live. That's the life he wants to live. And the Lord gave him up to it. God forbid anything happened, but there you have it. But people eating frog and this and that. You got people eating duck. See, according to God, you can't eat duck. And if you eat duck, you'll get salmonella, man. It's a reason, when you look at the diseases and the effects of people who are getting things from eating stuff they shouldn't eat, hey, the Lord said don't eat it, right?
This whole session, like I say, been interesting. I enjoyed it. I'm only so antsy because I gotta go use the restroom. But
oh man, all praise to the Most High. What's your ethnicity before you go? That's right, brother. All praise to the Most High. Dion. All right, Dion.
All right, stay blessed, brother.
Stay blessed, man. All praise to the Most High. Yeah, that was sincere, brother. You know, Jake, Israel got a way of saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can eat it.
Hey, is that the bed?
We not entertaining none of that. But all praise to the Most High, man. You know, let's give it up for the Lord, man. That was a sheep that loved you a lot. You know, that was a sheep that loved the Lord a lot, loved the shepherd a lot. I don't know if brother seen that movie, King David. It's an animated movie. Show about King David's life. It's on. It's a new Yeah. So it was a baby sheep. It loved David a lot, man. Hey, that was that sheep right there. He loved the Lord.
That's right.
right? But read that Deuteronomy 30 and 19 again.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19.
Bring it out.
You good?
It says,
Come, all praise to the Most
I call
High.
heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Read that again.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Right, the Most High got everything recorded. So when we wake up, when we go to sleep, when we eat, the things we say, everything that's going around or inside the world, to the white man, to the so-called black man, to the Hispanic, to the damn East Indian man, everything is recorded. Read.
That I have set before you, life and death.
It say what?
That I have set before you, life and death.
Right, and to the chosen people on this sign right here, he set out life and death, right? But what do he want us to choose?
Blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life.
What?
Therefore choose life.
And our people don't choose life at all. The life is these commandments. The life is literally serving the Lord with all thy heart and with all thy soul, man. But hey, they don't want to do that. Then you got all hell breaking loose. The Lord is discovering everything on the earth, right? The Lord said, read that from the top again.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Right, the Lord is recording heaven and earth to record this day against you. Esau doing things in the dark, not knowing that the heaven and earth is a witness. Right? And the Lord started revealing things. Let me get Sirach chapter 23, verse 18. The Lord started revealing things. You got Epstein files. You see people, damn, you thought they was righteous. Next thing you know, all files start coming up. The Lord is recording and giving people over to their works, right? So what we need to do, man, we got to be keeping the commandments. We have to, if you want to get out of this place, right?
Right.
Bring that out.
It's like, right, 23 and verse 18. A man that...
You good, you need light?
Yeah, man, I got some ink though. Right, a man that...
Breaketh wedlock.
A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me?
It say what?
Who seeth me?
And that's what men say. Who seeth me? I have free will. I could do whatever I want. I could say whatever I want. Right, read.
Who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls overcome me. It's like the walls cover me.
Right.
And nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
And that's off. That's carnal. Right? That's not a spiritual mind to realize that, hey, the Lord created darkness. Right? You got Esau hiding in the darkness. Right? You got, let me get John chapter 3, verse 19. You got Esau hiding in the darkness. He do things in secret. But the righteous, we show things, we prove things. We do things in the light. But then you got Jake. You got the so-called black man doing things behind closed doors. He see the prophecy, don't want to listen.
Right.
When all hell break loose, that's it, man.
Right.
Right? Keep reading.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men.
Right.
And knoweth not that the eyes of Yahweh are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
It say what?
Are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
And the Lord see all things 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Right. If the Lord can burn you with his eyes more than the sun can burn you.
Right.
And knowing that damn Judah's husband, he fainted, man. Yeah, he passed out. Yeah. So imagine that, right? And the Lord see all things. Look at the Epstein files. You got Bill Clinton. He in investigation of the Epstein files, man. Yeah. That's madness, man. The Lord is showing you how wicked they are. How much of you to think that you live in some type of way, not knowing that you don't even keep the commandments of the Lord. You say you love God, but you're doing things contrary towards the Lord, man. Bring this out.
It's the book of John, chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world.
Right, that light is coming to the world. Light is coming into the world, but right now, wickedness is increasing right now, man. Right, let me get Revelations, I believe that's 12 and verse 11. Because Satan has a short time on this place, man. Spirits are increasing, wickedness shall increase, right? Light is coming into this world. You got people, you got a brother, he's waking up. He know he's an Israelite. He know he don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and pork, right? You got sisters coming in this thing. You got children coming in this thing. You got other camps getting built up. Light is coming, man. You got certain camps that's teaching more about brotherhood, teaching how to really take care of your family according to the scriptures. That's a beautiful thing. But then you have wickedness increasing. Bring that up.
12 and 11.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 12 verse 11.
You know?
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Right.
And by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death.
It say what?
And they loved not their lives unto death.
You got people loving their lives unto death. They loving their life while the Epstein files is on scene. They loving their life while World War III is literally it's buffing right now. It's literally going on right now. But our people loving their lives. Keep reading. That's a point.
It says, verse 12, therefore rejoice, yea heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Right.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Right.
And of the sea.
It say woe to the inhabitants and the earth, right? Of the earth and the sea. Read.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
He knoweth that he has but a short time. Esau know he has a short time. Satan know he has a short time, man. So evil is going to increase as light is coming to the world. Everybody's coming to the truth. The Lord has that great balance. Now wickedness starting increasing. Your household, right? Damn Jake, he just having road rage. He's speeding on a block, shootings, killings, babies getting put in ovens, kids getting kidnapped, man getting kidnapped.
Right.
But break, all things are happening. Wickedness shall increase, man. Right? But our people love darkness. We got to get out of this place, man. You complain that you tired of going to work. You complain this and that, but you don't want to know the Lord. Hey, how you doing, sister? Hey, you know what Christ look like, brother? Hey, brother, with the book bag, brother. You an Israelite, Joe. You a Jew. You're not black.
Right.
You gonna call yourself black tomorrow? Yeah, I'm black, Joe. Roll and then roll up. All right, scratch his face. And clear stone. What they be doing when they wake up in the morning? That noise. I don't know how people do that. You know what I'm talking about? They be scratching, they be all that. You jammed up, man. Right? Sinuses jammed up. Lord did that, man. Right? The Lord did that. But hey, Satan has a short time. So as we going through these curses, it's only because we didn't keep God's commandments, man. That's the whole foundation of why we here today, is because we didn't keep his commandments. So if you complain that you tired of going to work, you complain that you feeling some type of way, how about you come to the Lord and get into the milk? Learn who you are, right? Bring it up. You read on that.
Continuing on, it says, and men love darkness rather than light.
Right, and men love darkness rather than light. It's people out here that's so traumatized, they so used to that trauma, they love darkness, not even knowing. You love darkness. You love relationship problems. You love to smoke. You love to just drink your damn heart away, man.
Right, that's right.
That's off. Hey, how about drink the waters of the Lord?
Hold on.
No, come on, brother. No, come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. What's your name, brother?
John.
John, you feeling good today?
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay, that's good. You should really feel even better than you feel right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you know what Christ looked like?
Yes. No one knows what Christ is like.
It's in the book. Let's get that. Let me show you what Christ looked like. Okay. And let's get his ethnicity. Hebrews 7:14. What we here to tell you is the so-called black Hispanic man are the Israelites. How would you know that? Is because we could prove that out of the Bible. Before you say something,
okay, great.
Let's prove what Christ looked like out of the Bible.
Okay, great.
This book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
It's the revealing of Christ. So John the Revelator is seeing the vision of Christ when he comes back. Read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must come shortly to pass.
13.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right, long garment with a war period on. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. Do you know what woolly hair is?
Yes, I actually do.
What's the texture of the hair? Like you, right? Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
And his feet. Is the top of your feet is the same color as your whole body? The top of your feet, not your soul, not your soul.
The rest of your body?
Yes.
Possibly.
The top of your feet, not the sole of your feet.
Medically, possibly. But keep going. Wait. Also, I want to.
Not the sole of your feet.
Wait. Okay. I understand. But like, you know, there are still white people with that type of description of, hair that you have. Right? So
I could break that down to you. I can break that down to you. But the top of your feet, not the sole of your feet, is that the same your color as your body?
I said scientifically, medically, sometimes no. You know why? Because you're not getting as much sunlight and UV light. But keep going.
Brother, read that. Read that. Read that.
As if they burn in a furnace.
As what?
As if they burn in a furnace.
Right, it said his feet.
Burning in the
Stop,
surface
don't cut me off, brother.
Hey,
brother.
It's going to be darker.
Hey, brother.
It can mean that it can be burned flesh.
Hey, brother.
Also, but keep going.
Hey, brother. What color is brass?
What color is brass?
Yeah.
Brown.
Copper.
Copper.
Right? So it's if you put copper in the oven, what color would it be?
It would stay copper. Or it would flame, it would go to a bright red.
If you put it in the oven, what color would it be?
It would flame to a bright red.
It would be burnt, right?
It would flame to a bright red.
It would flame to a bright red.
Flame to a bright red.
Let's show him. Let's show him.
That burnt red.
Is that burnt red, brother?
Still almost identically the same color.
I got another question for you.
Go ahead.
You know what a red heifer looks like?
No, I don't.
Is it? You know?
Go ahead, show me. Oh, okay. Wait. So, are you saying if you're not black, you're not saved?
No, that's not what we saying.
No, I'm just asking you in general. Like, are you saying if you're not black, you're not saved?
That's not what we saying.
No, I know. But I'm saying
stop running from the point. Look at the point, brother.
Okay.
If you put brass in a furnace,
it turns black. Okay.
You said what?
I said it turns burnt.
It turns burnt. Okay, so if Christ has woolly sheep hair and he has brass skin that was burnt in a furnace, what does he look like? Don't play games, man. What's your name?
John.
I'm
not playing no games. I'm just saying specifically.
You can't make this up, man. Look at that. You can't make it up, brother.
Come on, John.
Okay. Stop, John.
Stop, John.
So you say Jesus is black.
What the Bible say?
Bible said.
You just gave me the scripture. So what?
What did the Bible say?
Say it again.
What the Bible say?
Like copper.
Okay, so what he looks like?
I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you. Answer my question.
So is he?
Come on, John.
Is he black or no?
What is he?
I'm asking you. Is he black or no?
What did the Bible say?
Say it again.
Read it again for him. 14.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Right.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Right.
As if they burn in a furnace.
What does that man look like to you? Show in the description.
Okay. I'm saying you gotta
answer the question. Answer the question.
Is he black?
Answer the question.
Is he black?
Answer the question. Okay, you playing games.
You answer my question.
Games.
Is he black?
What's your I got you. What's your ethnicity?
My ethnicity? Black.
Black. That's a color.
Okay.
See that? What's your since it's a color, we know it's a color, right? Because you the same color as your jacket.
I'm not the same color as my jacket.
No, absolutely not. So I'm gonna ask you again. What's your ethnicity?
I said black.
That's all you know?
Yep. Okay, there's other things in my ethnicity as well, but for the large majority of it, I would say it's black.
Okay, why you call yourself black? Where did that term come from?
Because technically, if you come from Africa, I want to say this. I think black is just more of an American term.
Who gave us that term?
White man.
Okay, now, you know about slavery, right?
Yeah, I know about slavery.
So what we was calling ourselves before we came on slave ships?
Africans.
No, because the word African never existed in 1619. Well,
okay, so what did they call themselves?
You said what?
So what did they call themselves?
Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Not 1619, but you know what I'm saying. But bring it out. Deuteronomy 28 68.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Now, you know about Moses, right?
Yes, I know about Moses.
Who did he free out of Egypt?
His people.
Who was the people?
People of Egypt.
No.
He freed the people out of Russia.
He freed Israelites. He playing games, man. You not serious, man. John, you not serious, man. You playing.
You guys think Mary was sinless?
You said what?
You guys think Mary was sinless?
No, we don't believe in that. We don't believe in the Trinity. We don't believe in Virgin Mary, none of those. All that is contrary towards the Bible. This is why you need to read, right?
So you're basically saying...
Now, hold on. First of all, let's go back to where we started. Right. You know who Moses is. Moses freed the Israelites out of Egypt. Right. We're going into the curses. Go to verse 15. We're going to the curses of the Israelites. Okay. These curses identify who the Israelites are today. Right. Read that out.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Lord It's speaking through Moses. Moses is saying, if the Israelites, if y'all don't keep the commandments of God, read.
To observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
That all these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, now go to verse 68. Now, this is what happens when the Israelites don't keep the commandments. Read.
Okay. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Israelites were slaved in Egypt. Moses freed the Israelites out of Egypt.
Okay.
So Egypt means house of bondage. Read.
Okay. With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How we get here to America?
On boats.
On boats. What did it say in the Bible?
On ships.
On ships. This is a prophecy that will happen to the Israelites if they don't keep God's commandments. Read.
But they've been doing that for years.
Yeah, you just like you're not keeping any commandments.
Every single ethnicity was enslaved at one point on boats. So why?
What? Prove it.
A large majority.
Prove it.
Look it up. Can I use Google? You're not allowed to use Google.
Go ahead. Prove it. We want to see this, man. Because see, this is what happens when you don't keep God's commandments. This is why you start acting foolish. If you don't stop acting foolish and actually be humbled and listen, these things will happen.
Look it up, brother.
Look it up,
brother.
You on trial right now. Give me 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. Let me get Psalm 77, verse 5. You got to consider the days are old, man.
Indigenous people, European people, slaves also captured by pirates.
You said, hold on.
Region.
Hold on. Read it slow.
European sailors captured by pirates. That's still on the ship because pirates were on the ship.
It said nations.
If you're from Europe, what are you?
Who came to America? Who came on slave ships, brother? What nation of people? They were serving. What people did that?
Why? But why? There are still people here from America before us. Why?
Those people that was here are the so-called Native Americans. Right. They are the children of Israel. Right. This is why we.
You just said they're going on boats. If they've already been here, how?
Read it again. Read that again. Okay, I got you. Read it again. This will happen to the Israelites. They don't keep God's commandments.
Go.
Read.
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Read.
By the way whereof.
Listen. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, they won't see their homeland again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
What happened to the Native Americans?
They're still here in this country.
What happened to the Native Americans?
They're still here on this country.
Brother, okay.
They're still here in this country.
Check
They're
this.
still here in this country.
Yeah, let's turn the sound around for them.
Look at the Native Americans.
They were sold to their enemies though, brother.
No, they were not sold to their enemies. Actually, hold on. Let me
Go ahead, John. We good. Yeah.
That was only maybe certain tribes, but a large amount of Native Americans actually were, let me say this, partially killed off. They were not sold. African people, indeed.
Well,
slavery started by Africans selling other Africans.
Can I ask you something too?
Yes, that did happen. You told me Africans weren't selling other Africans to the white people.
Brother, look.
And white people bought it to others.
No, brother.
I want you to look it up first.
No. Now you running now. Now you running.
I'm not running.
You're not running.
I'm not running.
Let me. Okay.
Go ahead.
Slow down.
Go ahead.
Now, for them, the Native Americans to get killed off is because they didn't want to serve the so-called white man. Right. That's why they got killed off. Now, two, we're not Africans. First of all,
from Africa.
That don't mean we're Africans. That don't mean we're African, brother.
What?
Brother, listen. Brother, we was in West Africa, meaning we're from Jerusalem.
I got to go ahead. Hey, brother.
John, you need to humble down, John. John, stop thinking you know everything, John.
I got a question. So you say if we're from Africa, then we're Africans, right?
Yes.
All right, so you have Arabs that are in Egypt during the time of the Arab conquest. Are they Africans?
By their ethnicity, yes.
So you tell me the Arabs, because they live in Africa, their actual ethnicity are now Africans?
Okay, they can be.
Hold on, what about the Europeans? What about the Europeans that inhabit South Africa, the so-called white men? Are they Africans?
They're African.
Their ethnicity?
Ethnicity, they can be Dutch, but they're from.
All right, so that's the point then. So because you dwell in Africa, don't mean that your ethnicity and your gene goes to that land just because you dwell there. It's the same with us.
Same thing.
Everyone from Africa in the first place?
Hold on, you just said that the white man in South Africa can go back to Dutch. You just said that even though Arabs, when they live in Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia,
They're
technically
not
African.
They're no, all right.
If you live there, then technically you are.
No, that doesn't mean. So I'm American.
Were you born here? Were you
That's
born,
citizenship.
No, where you born in?
That's citizen.
Where you
let
born
me
in
get the book of Acts.
Were you born in America?
Let me get the book of Acts. I believe that's verse 24. Hold on, brother. Let me get the Acts book of Acts chapter 24. I believe that's 23. You know exactly what I want. It could be 17, Acts 17, and you know what I wanted.
So he was a Roman.
Yeah, he said he was a Roman. Let me see.
So he was on trial.
Boom, right there. Read that, verse 25. Right, Acts 22.
Yeah. It's Acts 22 and 25. And as they bound him with thongs, Paul said unto the centurion.
All right, start at verse 24. Check, listen to this,
I'm
brother.
listening, but
Start at verse 24.
I'm not listening at the same time. Go ahead.
Verse 24.
Damn.
Acts 22 and 24. The chief captain commanded him to be brought into the castle and bade that he should be examined by scourging, and that he might know wherefore they cried so against him.
Right.
And as they bound him with tongues,
Right, Paul
said unto the centurion that stood by, it is lawful for you to scourge a Roman?
Right, so Paul said, is it lawful for you to scourge a Roman? Paul is not a Roman, right? Read Romans chapter 11, verse 1. We're going to show you the ethnicity of Paul.
Right.
The book of Romans chapter 11 and verse 1.
Right.
I say then, that God cast away his people.
Have God cast away his people? What?
God forbid.
No, he has not. The Israelites today, right, are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men. Right, read.
For I also am an Israelite.
What did Paul say?
For I also am an Israelite.
No, he's a Roman.
For I also am an Israelite.
No, he's an American.
For I also am an Israelite.
Read.
Of the seed of Abraham.
The seed of Abraham, because he came from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. From what tribe?
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
From what?
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
So if Paul was here today if Paul was here today, he'll be a so-called West Indian, Jamaican. So we're here to tell you, just because I'm born here, that doesn't make me ethnicity American, brother.
Right.
Now, so humble down. Now give me let's go back to the curses then. John, you have to learn. You have to learn, you have to humble down, John.
Can I ask you this? Can you please just answer my question? Why were Africans selling other Africans to white men?
Now, we're here to tell you, we're not Africans. Africans are a Hamite nation of people. You heard of Shem, Ham, and Japheth? Have you heard of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, John?
Yes.
Right. So Shem, we're Shemitic people.
Right.
Africans are Hamitic people.
Right.
The Egyptians, the Ethiopian man, they are Hamites. We're Shemites.
Right.
You understand?
But wait,
Egyptians, they are. That doesn't matter if they from Africa or not.
54 countries in Africa, and all of them are technically in Africa. So
Yes. Oh, okay, but that doesn't make. Bro, we just broke it down to you, brother.
You're still making no sense. If you're from Africa, you're African.
First of all, you know Scipio Africanus? He the one that named Africa. Let's go to it. Let's bring it out for him. Let's go to Leviticus, Exodus 11 and 7.
My name is not even John, and I'm honestly trolling you. And honestly,
so you know what? Nice talking to you. You can go. You go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Give me Sirach 23 verse 13. You just lied to it, bro. You just lied to it. That's off. Give me Leviticus 19 and 11.
Leviticus chapter 19
we listen to nothing he
11,
said.
and it reads, "Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely."
Neither deal what?
Neither deal falsely.
You just deal falsely with your brethren. Read.
Neither lie.
Neither what?
Neither lie.
What John do?
Neither lie.
Neither what?
Neither lie.
Neither what?
Neither lie.
Neither what?
Neither lie.
Are you a Christian? Are you a Christian?
I follow Jesus Christ.
You follow Jesus Christ when Jesus Christ lied to his brethren? When Jesus Christ lied to his brethren?
Lying for a king.
Leader Jesus Christ lied to his brethren. When Jesus Christ lied to his brethren. Read it again. I ain't trying to hear nothing you say, John.
Neither lie one to another.
Neither lie one to another. Stop lying to your brother. What we do to you? I bet you be honest to the white man. It's madness, man.
No, I don't believe it.
Sirach 22 verse 13. It's like it, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 22, and verse 13.
Go.
It says, talk not much with a fool.
It say what?
Talk not much with a fool.
Read.
And go not to him that no understanding.
It say what?
And go not to him that had no understanding.
Let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 2. We gotta stop thinking we know everything, man. Oh, you got a precept? Bring it out, bring it out.
This is the book of Proverbs 26 and verse 4.
See that?
Answer not a fool.
It say what?
Answer not a fool.
What the Lord say?
Answer not a fool.
It say answer not a fool. Now he going over there talking to him when he can talk to me.
Right.
But he can't
Right.
because he just lied to me, man.
Right.
Telling me your name is John. Hey, that's how to eat. That's how a so-called white man moves.
Right.
When we don't keep the commandments and serve the Most High, we start to move like the so-called white man.
Right.
We start to lie.
Right.
We start to deceive.
Right.
We start to think we something else,
Right.
but really we're not. We're nothing but serpents, man.
Right.
That's off, man.
Right.
And that's our own brother.
Right.
Right, read that again.
Answer not a fool.
It say what?
Answer not a fool.
Read.
According to his folly.
It say according to his folly, man.
Right.
The Lord said don't partake in his folly. Read.
Check it out. Check it out.
What was he saying? I wasn't paying attention.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm Mexican.
All praise to the Most High. Well, it's all folly. We ain't got to know what he said. Let's listen to what the Lord said.
What
Now,
was he saying? I wasn't.
that don't matter what he said. Let's listen to what the Lord said. Right? So, as we teach that the so-called blacks, Hispanics are the chosen people of God. How do we know that? It's according to the Bible.
Oh, I'm right there. Look.
Right, you're Issachar, brother. You're Issachar, right? All praise to the Most High. What's your name, brother?
He's Dominican. My friend right there.
All praises. What's going on, brother? Right, hey, so as I'm breaking down to this, brother, if you see yourself on this chart right here, you're the chosen people of God. Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse number 6. And it reads, For thou art an holy people.
It say what?
For thou art an holy people.
Right?
Unto the Lord thy God.
Moses talking to the Israelites. He said they are holy people, set apart, different. Right? Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
Right, the Lord thy God have chosen the Israelites to be what?
To be a special people unto himself.
I believe in God, right?
Yeah.
So the high power, or as people like to say, have chosen these people, right, unto himself. Right? A special people. Keep reading.
Above all people.
It say what?
Above all people.
Right, he had chose us to be above all people, man. Because who dominates sports? Who dominates soccer? Baseball, cooking, cleaning, right? Fashion, right? We dominate everything.
That's right.
Most importantly, spiritual as well, through the spirit, because we're the only ones that can connect with God, and the other nations see that, right?
Where do white people come from? Where do white people come from?
Well, they come from a man named Esau,
right?
Because the order to determine your nationality is from your father, right? The seed, right? So let's get Jeremiah 17 and 4. Because if I ask y'all ethnicity, you know, what would you say? You say you're Mexican. You know what that means?
Chosen people.
No, not Mexican. But do you know what Mexican means, though?
The term, no, I don't know what that means.
Right, so you know. Your oppressors gave you that. What's your ethnicity? You Black American. But who gave you that, though? Because you're not black, you're not American. You understand? Right, so keep reading on that.
Book of Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself.
Right, and thou even thyself
shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So you would discontinue from your heritage. You would start to call yourself black.
Is he Mexican too?
As you see. But what's your nationality, man?
I'm an Israelite.
Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. He's not calling himself a Mexican. So you go into the etymology of it. It say a beer and a let's go to it. Get the etymology of Mexican, because it says what? Beer and a cigarette. Yeah, right. It says beer and a cigarette. Yeah, right. I could be butchering it, but it does say a beer. Right, it's off. Why are we gonna go into that? But it said you would discontinue from your heritage, right? Read.
It says that I gave thee,
right?
I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Right. He said he will cause you to serve your enemies.
Right.
Right. As you see on this sign right here, you serve your enemies. You know about the Spanish, the conquistadors, right? Yeah. So you discontinue from your heritage. Let's see how though. How do we discontinue from our heritage? What would you think it may be? You think this was a coincidence? Like they just came over and just took us? Because we are strong people. We knew the ways of the forest, especially y'all. We knew the ways of the forest, the land. We knew how to shoot bow, right? Sword, right? Yeah. So you think this happened out of coincidence? Like it just happened? Or we had to disobey God? Which one? We disobeyed God and this happened?
I don't know, but
Let's read it again.
I saw UFO right there. What? So like, so I'm just thinking. I'm assuming like the government has some like technology or advanced. They got an advantage because they're communicating with UFOs.
No.
Is that how they got an advantage?
No. So, well, what we want you to focus on is your ethnicity. But just a brief, those UFOs are really cherished to the Most High God. You listening, brother?
Yeah.
Those UFOs are really cherished to the Most High God.
Yeah.
They not here for the. They not here to help the government.
Yeah,
no.
They're watchers. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I gotta go though. Thank you.
Did he win?
I wasn't.
Read this. Read this.
16 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
We've been discontinued from our heritage, calling ourselves Mexican, Native American, Negro, Black,
Dominican.
all those things. Right? And Dominican. That mean, you know what Dominican mean, brother?
It means the
No.
Simeon.
Well, yeah, hey. Well, you're a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Simeon. But Dominican means dog of God. That's what they gave you. Right? Right? Read that.
Well, thank you. We're gonna
Thank
go.
you.
Thank you.
Y'all Israelites, man.
And will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
And say what?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Right?
In the land which thou knowest not.
Right, see that? A lot of just folly, just damn folly just happened, man. Drinking, that's what we into now. That's just what we into. This is why the Lord just continuously jam us up, man. This is why he's steady jamming us up. Right. This is why we don't, let me get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 66, man. Start at 65. This is why we jammed up as a people, right? Let me get, he got that. Let me get Galatians chapter 6, verse 3. This is why we jammed up as a people. We think we know everything, right? We think we eating good and living good because we got a job and we paying bills and you got you a woman. All that is vanity. Because at the end of the day, you go home, now you depressed and sad and you need a cigarette, right? Bring that out, Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
It say what?
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
We have no ease around these nations, man. What makes you think you're gonna have peace around these nations, man? You're gonna be sorrowful as hell.
Right.
Look at this, man. What makes you think you're gonna have ease with this man?
Right.
Next to him. That's madness, man. The Lord literally did this because we didn't want to keep his commandments.
That's right.
Now you going to work, you all happy. Next to you feel a big east wind come upon you. Now you all sad and you don't know why. Because you ain't keeping God's commandments, man. Right. The Lord told you you're not gonna have no ease in the midst of them. Read.
Among these nations shalt thou have no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
It say, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. We have no rest in America. This is why this place has to get destroyed.
Right.
Right? You got Jake out here making covenants with the heathen, joining them in a white parties. He has no ease, you can see it.
Right.
Goddamn so-called white man hugging on little baby. He all like this. He has no ease because he's trying to get some money. Yeah, man, trying to get some money. He's trying to live. But really, you live by keeping God's commandments, man. Right? Read that.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Right?
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
A what?
A trembling heart.
You're going to have anxiety. You're going to be worrying. You're going to be fearful, right? You got the so-called black man fearful of the white man. Don't want to tell him you need a day off, right? You don't want to tell him, I gotta go feed my family. You don't want to tell him he's wicked, he's the devil.
Right.
Hey, if I see a brother scared to tell Esau he the devil, we gonna have to spar, man. Cause that's madness, man.
Right.
Right? Read. Yeah.
No, sorry, guys.
Y'all don't got 2 minutes for God? You gotta.
I do actually.
Okay.
That's right.
You got 2 minutes for God?
That's right, sister.
All praises, sister.
No, guys, come on, Alex.
That's right. All praise to the
All praise to the Most High. Now I got a question. You know what Christ looked like? Nah? Okay. What you see in the world that they make him look? You know, what description they give Christ in the world? You don't know? All right, cool. What's going on, brother? Smooth brother, man. Yeah. All right. So I asked her, I'm going to ask all y'all. What's the description of Christ? Y'all know what he looked like? Nah, let's bring it up.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse...
Yeah, what Jesus... All right, yeah. Let's see what the
right,
Bible. Let's see what the Bible say, man.
Revelation chapter 1 to 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Right, Son of Man.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
He was fresh, right? But he was always ready for war. Let's see why.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right, a girdle is a warlike apparel, so he don't get thrust through. Read.
His hair and his hairs were white like wool.
What people today has woolly sheep hair? What people today? Exactly. Right, read. See that? See that? Right, read.
His hair and his hairs were white like wool.
Right.
As white as snow. And his eyes was a flame of fire.
Right.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
And his feet. Right. I love to ask this question. Not the bottom of your feet, man. The top of your feet. Is that the same color as your whole body? The top of your feet. Yeah. See that? That's an easy answer. We dealt with a lot of. Let's read that, man.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Right.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Y'all know what color is brass? Yeah, same color as this. You put this in the oven, what color would it be? It'd be black.
That's right. That's right.
So if I asked you what Christ looked like from what we read, what would you say?
Me?
Yeah, all y'all. What would you say? You said it, but you read it out the Bible. So what he looks like? He has woolly sheep hair. We have woolly hair. Exactly. Guess what? Let's see what God looks like. Go to Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. Huh?
I know he on the Bible, but no gender.
He on back. All right, let's find out.
That's the book of Daniel, chapter
Let's
7
find out.
and verse 9. Says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancients of days did sit, whose garment was white as snow.
Right? It said the Ancient of Days did sit. That's another nickname for the Lord because he has no birthday. You know, read.
And the hair of his head.
It say what?
And the hair of his head.
Does he have a gender?
And the hair of his head.
It said the hair of his head. His head. God has a gender, man. Right? The hair of his head, like what?
Like the pure wool.
Pure wool. We just read that Christ, his hair is woolly, and God's hair, right? The Father of Christ said his hair is the pure wool. So what is God? What God look like? Just like us. They not gonna tell you that though.
Right.
Do they tell you that in church? Y'all went to church? Nah. That's good. Stay away. Don't go. You're gonna get real sleepy and you're gonna have a headache. Don't go. Right? So we just found out that God and Christ is a so-called black man. But Christ, he descended out of a man, so let's see his ethnicity. Hebrews 7 and 14.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 7, and verse number 14. And it reads like it.
You good.
All right. And it reads, for it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Right, it said it is obvious that our Lord sprang out of Judah. Judah, as you see on the top of this sign right here. American blacks, that's what the world called you. Your oppressor called you this. But God called you Judah. You a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. So if Christ was walking on earth today, he would say, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. But everybody else would call him an African American man or black man. We here to tell y'all the chosen people of God. Right? Let's get Deuteronomy 7 and 6 real quick. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. We the chosen people of God. Because I ask y'all ethnicity, what would you say?
Puerto Rican and black.
Yo, what's the nationality of your father?
He's African.
He's African, you say he's black, right? So you'll be from the tribe of Judah. Your mother, she'll be from the tribe of Ephraim. Puerto Rican, that just means rich poor. Because the Spaniards had the Puerto Ricans in slavery, they went over their land because y'all land is full of riches and gold. And they just called y'all that. Right? You good? All right, come on, bring that out.
7 and 6.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people.
So y'all know about Moses, y'all heard of Moses? Right? So Moses freed the Israelites out of Egypt. Moses is talking to the Israelites. Right? He said that thou art an holy people, means set apart. We the best at everything we do. Cooking, sports, dress code. Hey, we have, you heard of King David, King Solomon? Let's go to King Solomon real quick. King Solomon, man, he was the freshest man on earth. The wisest man on earth. And he knew his nationality, brother. right? But keep reading on that.
It says, for thou art an holy people to the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
It say what?
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
It said God have chosen us, right? Read.
To be a special people unto himself.
Now what that sound like to y'all? Because y'all believe in God, right? We just found out God is a so-called black man, that we had the same woolly hair as him, and that he chose these people on this sign right here to be a special people. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about being chosen by God, right? Salaki. You say what? You feel good? You should feel good, right? How you feel, brother? How you feel, sister? How y'all feel? To be chosen by God. Right, you should feel special. Now you know why the things that you do it effortlessly, man. You can, you know. But keep reading on that.
It reads, above all people.
It say what?
Above all people.
No, average.
Above all people.
Right? So we're not equal to everybody else. The Lord said these people on this sound right here is above all people. Right? That's what?
That are upon the face of the earth.
Bring that out.
It's the book of Song of Solomon?
Yeah, we're going to go into Song of Solomon.
Verse 5.
No.
I am black.
It say what?
I am black.
Songs of Solomon said, I am black.
Right.
Right? There's people in this book. This is your history book. This is your book about your forefathers, your ancestors. Right? Solomon said, I am black. Right? But what?
But comely.
Right? He said, I'm black and beautiful. What people today, they say they black and beautiful. Y'all know? Y'all know what people today say they black? You know. Right? Us. Right? He said, I'm black and beautiful. That's what comely means. Right? Read.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Right?
As the tents of Kedar, as the currents of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black.
Right? He said, look not upon me because I am black. Read.
Because the sun had looked upon me.
He said, because the sun had looked upon me. Because when the sun shine on you, you get a little darker, right? Exactly. Right. Let's see how he dressed. Go to verse 10.
Verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
You know what that sound like? Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. He had grills in his mouth. Right? Read.
Thy neck with chains of gold.
And he had a chains of gold. Right? He was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Don't you like gold chains? You like grills? So we here to tell you that y'all Hebrew Israelites, according to the Bible, you got to repent and keep the commandments, brother. Right? Hey, anybody got a flyer? Take a flyer. Yeah, oh, what? Oh, snap. It was in my face. Take a flyer, brother. You a Jew. Check this out, man. I got one more verse for you. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. You want somebody? Go ahead. Go ahead, elder. I got one more verse for y'all, man.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Right.
It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right. This is the conclusion of the whole matter. Hey, y'all listening? Right. This is the conclusion of the whole matter.
Fear God.
It say what?
Fear God.
It say what?
Fear God.
Right.
And keep his commandments.
Why?
For this is the whole duty of man.
Right. This is the whole duty of man. This is your purpose in life. Right. The whole duty of man. Hey, brother. What you got in your hand right there? You say what? You said a wood. So, what's the reason you smoke? Why the reason you smoke? Just ask. Say who? To calm down. So, I got another question. So, when you get high, you feeling good, and somebody make you mad, is it really that's gonna calm you down?
That's a good point.
Because I best believe your mama know you smoke. So don't she be vexing you when you smoke, when you high, don't she? She be making you mad when you high. You be in your own little world, but you still get mad when you high. But let's get 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. We here to tell you that, hey, God don't want you smoking, brother. That weed is a medicine. Do you drink NyQuil daily? You drink Pepto-Bismol daily? Right. Why is that? Because you're not sick? Right. Weed is a medicine. You should be eating it. Let me get Genesis 1:29. Bring it up.
1 Corinthians 3:16. No, ye not that ye are the temple of God.
Hey, you the temple of God, brother. Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
The Spirit of God dwelleth in you. This temple that you're in is borrowed, brother. Right, read.
If any man defile the temple of God.
How you can defile the temple of God? The food you eat, smoking, over drinking, right? Whoremongering, right? If you defile the temple of God, what?
Him shall God destroy.
Right, him shall God destroy. God will kill you. God may plague your mind. God may put something in that weed, and now you're bugged out. Now you're laced. Now I got a question for you. Does that weed have seeds in it? No. Is that natural? If something's natural, it have seeds in it. We're gonna break that up. Bring that up.
Book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 29.
Right, but that was-
And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed.
It said, I have given you every herb bearing seed. That weed you smoking, that doesn't bear seed, brother. That's GMO. You don't even know what you smoking. You understand? Right, read.
Which is upon the face of all the earth.
Right.
And every tree, and the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed.
Right.
To you it shall be for meat.
It say what?
To you it shall be for meat.
So the herbs are for you to eat. It's not for you to smoke. That's why you cough. When you put it in your body is trying to reject that because you putting something in it, it doesn't belong. You understand? So if you continue to smoke that, God will destroy you. You understand? You are the God's temple. Hey, you want to be a king? You want to rule the earth? You want to rule the earth one day? I mean, if you want to rule the earth, kings don't smoke. You think you believe in Christ, right? You think Christ was smoking weed?
Hell no.
Come on, you think Christ was smoking weed? And see, I gotta die for the nation. No, brother. Christ is not doing that. See, you gotta put that down, brothers.
Right.
Right.
You have to put it down. Let's read First Corinthians 3 and 16. You already coughing. That's the Lord letting you know, hey, get rid of it, man. Right? The Lord, look, the Most High, the Lord ain't gotta just kill you. He can just bug you out. You can wake up and not knowing your name. No, not at all. Not at all, brother. Right? You got Wisdom of Solomon? Go ahead, bring it out.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 5.
Hold on, brother. Where you going, brother? Don't try to run. You gotta put that weed down, brother. Hey, brother.
He that is evil to himself.
It say what?
He that is evil to himself.
Hey, not knowing you smoking, you evil to yourself, brother. Right?
You got the elder right here too.
What's going on, elder? How you doing, man?
I got it coming with a book of instructions. You heard about the King James, chapter 1, verse 8.
You said James chapter 1, verse 8? Oh, okay. Let's bring that out. Yeah, dudes of the world. Yeah, double minded. Yeah.
All his ways are unstable. That's all I have for him.
Hold on. You know your. Hold on now. I don't toot the horn, huh? You know what I'm saying? You know your.
I don't know much, but I know a little bit because my mother and my grandparents, they're God-fearing people, and they instill things in me. You know, sometimes I forget, sometimes I don't, because you know I'm worse off than them, man.
Yeah.
I got a disorder.
That's okay. Hey, that's okay. We not. We don't know everything either.
I got the Lord in this here, so I'm gonna continue my journey. I'll probably catch y'all again if y'all out here.
You know your ethnicity? You know your nationality according to God?
Yeah.
What is that? Steady doing that. Huh? No, not at all, man.
That's all I know for right now.
Oh, you get to know your heritage right now, brother. Let me get John 1 and 45.
Like I said,
47, I believe.
I studied it before, but going through things. I'm almost 60, man, and I'm trying to keep my mind right.
Hey.
So far, I got one.
I got you. Hold on. Listen to this, brother. Listen to this, man. Listen to this.
John chapter 1 and 47. Yahweh Shai, or Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said to him, behold, an Israelite indeed.
What is this, brother?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
What is the elder?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
What is the black man?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
No, African American man.
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
We here to tell you out of the Bible, the words of God, you are an Israelite indeed.
Right.
You are a Hebrew Israelite.
I understand because I know the book of instructions won't even heard. It's been about maybe a few years since I read it again.
Okay.
I gotta get my mind back right. So far, I'm on the right path. I don't want to toot my own horn because I might slip again.
Hey, look.
First of all,
how you get your mind right is this book right here.
I'm gonna recover.
Let me get Proverbs 16 and verse 3. I got another one for you. Proverbs 16 verse 3.
But the Proverbs
Let me hold that, man. 16 and verse 3.
Read that, man. Hold on, Elder. Hold on, Elder. Check this out, Elder.
It says, commit thy works unto the Lord.
They say what?
Commit thy works unto the Lord.
Hey, you got to commit your works to the Lord, man. Come dive in his book. Come get to know your heritage. Right, read.
And thy thoughts shall be established.
Hey, how you get your mind right?
And thy thoughts shall be established.
Hey, you commit your works to the Lord. You keep the commandments. You learn your heritage. You learn your forefathers. Hey, man, it said what?
And thy thoughts shall be established.
Your thoughts gonna be established.
Right.
That's how you get your mind right, man.
I know who y'all throwing it was.
Right? Hey, you a Hebrew Israelite, man. You an Israelite, Elder. You say what? That's a religion, Elder. Hey, Elder, he's steady on it. He's steady too. He's steady. We gonna, hey man, Lord, we do this in the kingdom, man. We can't do this in the land of our oppressors. We can't be doing it in the land of our oppressors, man. Honk of the damn trunk, honk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's madness. Hey, a sister said that walking past. She said I'm a denomination. That's madness. Yeah, that was earlier. But we're not gonna find no ease in this place, man. We're destroyed. Right. We are a destroyed people. I got a verse for you, brother. Come on, brother. Amigo. See that, man? You need leche, man. You need leche. Let me get right. I'll pray. Hey, y'all know what Christ look like?
Christ? What do you mean by that?
What's the description of Christ?
Christ? So when I know he got bronze skin and long hair.
Bronze skin? Okay, what does he look like? Who he identify as today? Have you seen him today?
You don't identify as like old.
Okay, let's find out. Let's find out. Revelation 1 and verse 14.
Revelation 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Y'all know what people today has woolly sheep's hair. Right, read.
As white as snow.
Right.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
And his feet.
Like unto fine brass.
Right? How dark?
As if they burned in a furnace.
You said Christ don't, like he just is, but it is to identify who he is. Right? You say what? He could be whoever. Let's find out who he is. Hebrews 7 and 14.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14.
For this what? It's obvious, right?
The Lord sprang out of Judah.
Sprang out of where?
Sprang out of Judah.
He said we don't know who he is. He sprang out of Judah. Look on the sign right here. The 12 tribes of Israel. He said he sprang out of Judah. Right. Meaning he came out of a man, and that end up determine who he is, because who you are determines who your father is.
Right.
He's a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right. That's who he is. And as you read, he may be a black man, but he's a Hebrew Israelite. Right. We didn't call ourselves Hispanic. We didn't call ourselves African American. Right. We didn't call ourselves black or indigenous. We called ourselves Hebrew Israelites from whatever tribe our fathers was from, who they descend from. We're here to tell y'all Hebrew Israelites. We God's chosen people. Repent, keep the commandments. Stop smoking, stop eating pork, stop lying to your brethren, stop stealing, stop whoring out your sisters, man. That's good.
That's good, brother.
That's good. Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
That's good, brother.
Right? So we here to tell you that God exists and Christ walked this earth today. This is why we have this book. You understand? Now I'm referring to the brother.
Take a flight for y'all.
Read that. Yeah, take a flyer, man.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter. What's your purpose? What's y'all purpose? Y'all got a purpose? Not yet. Then you just found out what your purpose is. Read.
Fear God.
What?
Fear God.
What?
Fear God.
Now, hey, where y'all going? Hear this verse real quick. It say what?
Fear God.
It say fear God
and keep his commandments.
Why?
For this is the whole duty of man.
Now you have a purpose. Fear God and keep his commandments. If not, you're going to get destroyed in World War III.
Right.
Or famine. Or pestilence. We're not here to play with y'all. We doing this because we love y'all, man.
Right.
So go ahead, take care, man.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you gotta, I be wanting to rough up Jake sometimes. I want to rough up Jake sometimes, you know? Right? It's what you got? You got a precept? Go ahead. That's time. Let's get I'm gonna get Revelation 22. Go to verse 12.
Revelation chapter 22 and verse 12. Behold, I come quickly.
It say what?
I come quickly.
What the Lord say?
I come quickly.
Hey, the Lord gonna come quick. We don't know what time he gonna come, but it's gonna be quick. When that sky crack, when the damn plagues hit, he come quickly. Right, read.
And my reward is with me.
It say what?
And my reward is with me.
Hey, and the Lord said, and my reward is with me. So better be careful of the works you do, because that reward will come. Hey y'all got 2 minutes to hear God's commandments?
2 minutes.
2 minutes? All praise to the Most High.
2 minutes. They one verse.
Y'all Hebrew Israelites, repent and keep the commandments. Read that again. I'm gonna close out.
And behold, I come quickly.
Right?
And my reward is with me.
It say what?
My reward is with me.
Read.
To give every man according as his work.
And to give every man according to his work shall be. You don't want to keep the commandments? Best believe you're going to deserve the reward of you not keeping the commandments. You keep the commandments, hey, you can have eternal life. And with that, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God Yahweh. By Hashem Hamashah, woman like Hatazadak Yahweh Shah. Kom Yisrael. Kom Yisrael. Kom Yisrael. Kom Yisrael.